Um, outside of welcome back to Rewind with bschwitty because we're not worthy. Today is another varietal focus. And since the summer months are almost to an end, I thought we should do one last varietal focus on something with whites. We're going to talk about some Riesling today. And for those of you that don't know about Riesling, well, you're in luck because we're going to learn about it. Riesling is primarily a cool climate varietal. Best known growing regions for Riesling are Germany, Alsace, Washington State, and also other areas include California, the Ukraine, Australia, Moldova, and Hungary. Riesling could be made in many different types of ways. The best way for me, I personally prefer dry Rieslings. And I live near one of the best producers of dry Rieslings in the United States, Claiborne and Churchill. Master Somm Evan Goldsmith even name checks this as the only non-German Riesling or Alsatian Riesling that as a suggestion in his book, Perfect Pairings, which you can see over my shoulder here. Riesling goes by many names, including Weisser, White, Rhine, or Johannesburg Riesling. Its global acreage is over 128,900 acres, and nearly half of that is in Germany. Since Germany has over half the Riesling in the world, let's talk about that. It's its best known area for planting. There is over 56,407 acres planted, and the different categories for Riesling go from Trocken to Cabinet to Spätlese, Auslese, Beerlese, and Trockenbeer Auslese. Now that's in order from driest to sweetest. So, say if you're in Germany right now, or maybe Switzerland, I would recommend looking for a Trocken Riesling, but you may be rewarded by a Trockenbeer Auslese. Across the border in France, in Alsace, it's the second best known region, and it has 8,600 acres planted. Some might say that Alsatian Riesling is the only Riesling way to go. And those people may be right, but at the same time, they're pompous, arrogant assholes. Washington is the up-and-coming American producer of Rieslings. Probably their best-known white grape up there because they do have somewhat cooler climates. And there's over 6,000 acres planted. Whereas California has 4,000 acres planted, but they do a great job in the cooler regions, like in San Luis Obispo County in Edna Valley, where Claiborne and Churchill is located. Now I'm talking about acreage and where to find it, or what countries to find it from. I haven't talked about what exactly it is. Flavors will include lime, apples, oranges, and nectarine. You'll find that the mostly cooler climate varietal shows the lime and apple more. And this one right here definitely has lime rind on the nose, kind of a lemon curd thing going on. It definitely has those more sour citrus fruit notes, but it's not overwhelming. It's just a nice complement to this nice, cool and crisp wine. By the way, it's like 100 degrees out here. A nice white wine, perfect. A nice dry white wine, even better. Highly recommend it. And there's a reason why it is a nice dry white wine. It opposite of Chardonnay, it doesn't take to oak well. So through oak on this, it's going to be a little too crazy. Most likely this is either aged in neutral barrels or just stainless steel all the way. And it's one of the only varietals that I would really advocate going stainless steel all the way through, because the fruit profile is what you're really looking for here in this wine. Plus that nice acidity coming from a cooler climate. It's great. There's also some sort of spice component to it, but not as overwhelming as a cousin grape in Germany, Gewürztraminer, which we'll talk about in the future. Maybe even have someone on to pronounce it correctly for me, although I'm in the ballpark. The alcohol always tends to be lower on this just because it's usually grown in cooler climate regions where you'll find that alcohol is lower there. Generally, this will be somewhere between 8 to 12%. This bottle right here is 13.2, but again, it's from America. We tend to do things just a little bit bigger out here, and that's because we have a longer growing season, even in the cooler regions, which will allow for a better, more full, mature grape to be harvested and give you stronger flavors that are present in the cooler climate Alsatian and German Rieslings, but may not be as prominent as this one here is. And like I said earlier, this wine can range from dry to sweet. I highly recommend trying out a dry Riesling. It's great. It's definitely something that you can sit back and relax and try to cool off from the heat with. So I hope you learned a little bit about Riesling today. If you didn't, please leave a comment below and we can try to do it again. If not, just comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'd appreciate it. What varietal focus should I focus on next? We're going to be heading into October, November, probably heavier reds, something to keep us warm at night. We'll catch you here next time on Rewind with bschwitty, where we're going to be talking about something interesting. Bye.